Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lando from The Snap coming at you with another What to Do with video. And today we're talking about Chris Godwin, the Buccaneers wide receiver. And does he still have the upside you need to help you win a fantasy championship? Trade for target, trade away target, should you start or sit him this week? I'll get into everything today, so make sure to comment down below. If you're a subscriber, we answer your question. So let me know if you have trade questions, start sits, get me in the comments, and I'll get back to you to help you make the best decision possible. So let's get into Chris Godwin's. We'll go into some stats, some lineups, and go into the schedule as well. And does Tom Brady still have it? On paper, Chris Godwin looks great. Looking at his targets, last week against the Rams, 10 targets. Week before, 11, 13, 12. These are double-digit targets for Chris Godwin, and you, in theory, love to see that. But unfortunately, the depth of target is not there. The average length per reception is not there as well. He only had 36 yards on 10 targets this past week, and that is terrible. Now, that's one of the worst of the season, but it is cause for concern a little bit with Chris Godwin. He only has 3 deep targets on the entire season, only 7 red zone targets. He's not getting in the end zone. He's not scoring touchdowns, and should you be trading him away? Because he's still that big name, and if you count the targets, he's still a very valuable fantasy asset. Because looking at his schedule going forward, we have Seattle this week and then a bye. After the bye, it's going to be very important for the Buccaneers to get him involved, trying to make a playoff push. We have Cleveland, New Orleans, San Francisco, Cincinnati, Arizona, Carolina, and championship week. So the schedule is not bad, but it really doesn't matter. The Buccaneers are caught in between being a terrible football team and still trying to compete, while Tom Brady is 45 years old. Now, Tom Brady is passing the ball quite a bit, but he's just not putting up a ton of, well, his yards are actually fine too. This past week, 280, 325, 290. I mean, the yards are there, the attempts are there for Tom Brady. Just Chris Godwin isn't that deep threat. And we know that good quarterbacks spread the ball out. So I am absolutely fine selling Chris Godwin for the right price, and I think his name value will still get a pretty solid return. But if you are trying to buy him, I do think this is the time. After a bad week against the Rams, a bye week coming up, if your record's really good and you just need depth, the starting piece, the Chris Godwin owner is probably pretty sick and tired of him right now. Now, another situation is if you can gain a bye week. If you can trade for a player that's done his bye week already and is an every week starter flex play in your lineup, that is another really good strategy, especially if you need wins. So if your record isn't good right now and you have Chris Godwin just kind of not helping you win, I'm willing to sell Chris Godwin to try to get the return. You gain a bye week, so you don't have to sit him on your bench in 2 weeks in week 11, and you will be fine going forward. So let me know in the comments, start take questions, trade questions. He's definitely a very valuable asset, but I would be selling him or buying him depending on your situation. So get me as much information as you can in the comments, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, thanks so much. Smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there. It's free to do. All right, we will see you next